Here we are in mid-October. The Joystick Simulators haven't been run since the COVID shutdown, so it's time to fire it up and make some quick checks. This is the Piper Seneca Simulator and its impressive enclosure, designed and constructed by a skilled team of volunteers. It's very impressive, isn't it?
You've not seen it before? Yesterday morning.
It's very neat now, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it could be better, but well, no, it's there. It's on that one. So if you move to the left,
Brilliant. The computer and subsystems all fired up without any problems.
Brilliant. Yeah. Good. Okay.
Under Terry's guidance, Steve has become very skilled at TIG welding.
so this tells us how much we've got actually still left in the cylinder, and this is the flow rate. It's the flow using this top valve, but because we've got this secondary one.
Myself and David Oswald are interested in moving on from MIG, so he gave us a quick demonstration.
Flow rate with a smaller gauge. So the idea is to get a point onto the electrode of about 45 degrees.
All mill scale and rust must be carefully removed from the workpieces.
We need it to be around about 80 amps.
The workpieces must be held secure and electrically connected for the actual welding process. Striking the arc needs care to avoid the electrode sticking to the workpiece. No COVID worries here. The intense UV radiation will kill the virus instantly.
To bend it, you just pull it down until it hits the stop.
Terry demonstrated a couple of special tools he's designed. First, a tool for bending the crankshafts for the pedal planes.
Now the next
The tool has mandrels and stops so that the cranks are formed to consistent dimensions. A bit of fine adjustment to the guides.
Yes. The solution. The special tool.
Whoops, I bend in the wrong direction. So back to the traditional method of bending to straighten it out and start again.
Why the extra long drill?
Well, because the wheel comes in.
Oh, because you're in situ.
Yeah.
You're drilling in situ, aren't you?
Put a wheel
This jig and a specially extended drill are used for accurately drilling 4mm holes for the wheel retaining split pin.
of rod. So
Turn it around the other way around so we can read the. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
13, 12 and a half.
Yeah, and even a big one.
Optimistic, yeah.
But yeah, well, it works quite well.
Material.
You wind it down until you've got good pressure, and then by traversing and gradually moving across the material.
Terry designed and constructed this hefty bit of kit, an English wheel. There's a very strong frame and 2 ball bearing races, one with a parallel surface, one with a radius.
And you would start to form a dome. This has not been annealed, so it's quite hard.
Yeah.
That's a pressure wheel, and this is the former, which does the stretching. It's got a very small footprint, and I used a self-aligning bearing.
So you've made all that yourself?
Yeah, and threw the outside bit away and just kept the inner, and then put an ordinary one at the top.
Yeah.
All it does is the flat wheel puts the pressure, the other one makes a groove which actually stretches the material, and you gradually work a bigger area.
That's the secret, isn't it? It's stretching.
Yeah.